Myself, Dr. Vijaya Mule, Assistant Professor of Zoology Department, Arts, Commerce, Science College, RV, District Wardha. Today, we are going to study the structure of human heart. Now, you know that human heart is present in the circulatory system. Now, circulatory system is the circulation of the blood. Now, this system it circulates the blood from the heart towards the each and every part of the body, as well it collects the blood from each and every part of the body. So, therefore, it is the circulatory organ present in the circulatory system called as the heart. If you see the position of the heart, it is present in the mediastinum. What is meant by the mediastinum? Mediastinum means it is present in the middle part of the thoracic cavity. Now you know that in the thoracic cavity there are the two organs, delicate organs are present. One it is the lungs and another it is the heart. Lungs, these are the two lungs, right lungs and the left lungs. This is the bronchi and the left lungs and the right lung. In between the two lungs, the position of the heart is there. Now this left lung having the notch at the anterior border of the lungs. This notch is called as the cardiac notch. This notch it is called as the cardiac notch. In that notch, the left part of the heart, it is situated here. Therefore, this notch it is called as the cardiac notch. Means heart it is present towards the left side. Therefore, this notch is present at the anterior border of the lungs, and this is the diaphragm below the lungs, below the thoracic cavity. This diaphragm it is divided two cavity, thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. So this is the position of the lungs. If you see the length of the heart, this is the position of the heart. If you see the length of the heart it has the about 12 centimeter, and the width of the heart it is about the 9 centimeter. If you see the weight of the heart, it is about 250 gram to 300 gram. Now, if you see the structure, this is the ventral view of the heart. This is the ventral view of the heart. Heart is completely covered by a membrane called as the pericardium. This pericardium, it is double layer membrane, the outer layer and the inner layer. Outer layer, it is made up by the fibrous tissue called as the fibrous layer. Now another inner layer, it is also the double layer. The outer layer of the inner membrane, it is called as the parietal layer. While inner layer of this membrane, it is called as the visceral layer. So these are the two layers of the inner layer, and these two layers, this layer, visceral layer and the parietal layer, having a space, and this space it is filled by a fluid called as the pericardial fluid. This fluid it is called as the pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid. This fluid it is present here to avoid any injury, any shock, mechanical or external. So it protects the heart from this pericardial fluid, or this fluid it protects the heart from any shock or any injury. Now this is the heart. If you see the human heart it is the fourth chamber. If you see the evolution in a chordates, the superclasses is there. It starts from the Pisces. Pisces means the fishes having the two-chambered heart. After that, amphibians is there. Amphibians having the three-chambered heart. After the amphibia, there is the reptilia. Reptilian having the three-chambered heart and partial divided the ventricles. Therefore, it have also the four-chambered heart. And in the aves and the mammals, it have completely four-chambered heart. If you see the ventrally, this heart, it have the two parts. We are looking externally. It have the broader sulcus or the suture is there, and from that suture arises some branches like structure. That branches it is called as the coronary artery and the coronary vein. This coronary artery and it supplies the blood to the complete heart here, and impure blood from the heart it is collected by the veins, that veins it is called as your coronary veins, and these are the coronary artery. Coronary veins collect the blood from the heart wall and it opens into the right auricle here. And there is a sinus, it is formed here. It opens into the sinus or the empty spaces. That sinus it is called as the sebaceous sinus. So this is the external or the ventral view of the heart. If you see the internal structure of the heart, it is divided into the two parts by a septum. That septum is called as the longitudinal septum. It passes from the upper side towards the lower side, and it is called as the auriculoventricular septum. It's a longitudinal septum, and it divides again these two halls of the heart into the four chamber by forming the transverse septum here. This transverse septum, it formed now four chamber. You are looking here, these are the four chamber. Now this side of the heart, it is always right side, and this side of the heart, it is the left side. Therefore, the upper chamber, it is called as the auricle or the atrium, and while lower chamber called as the ventricles. This upper chamber, this one is the right atrium or the right auricle, and this is the left atrium or the left auricle. While these are the two chambers, these are the thicker chambers and the larger chambers than the auricles. These are called as the right ventricle and the left ventricle. So these are the four chambered here. So this is the four chambered heart, human heart here. Now this right side of the heart always receives the impure blood or the deoxygenated blood, while the left side of the heart, it is always receive the pure blood. Now how? So this one is the, if you see here, this is the superior vena cava. This vein it is called as the large veins is there. It is collected the blood from the brain, from the head side, and opens into the right auricle called as the superior vena cava, or it is also called as the precaval. Precaval. While you can see the another vein, with this vein it is called as the inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. So this is the inferior vena cava, or this vein it is called as the post caval also. Because why it is called the post caval? Because it carries the blood from the lower side of the body towards the heart. Therefore, this vein it is called as the larger vein. It is called as the post caval. This vein it opens into the right auricles. So at the opening of the right auricle, it is present a wall. That wall it is called as Eustachian wall. Eustachian wall. Why the wall it is present here and the wall it is not present in the superior vena cava? Because the superior vena cava it pours the blood directly from the upper side into the lower side, while this inferior vena cava it carries the blood from the lower side towards the upper side. Therefore, there may be a chances to backflow of the blood. Therefore, this entry or the opening of the inferior vena cava having the wall called as the Eustachian wall always prevent the backflow of the blood. Now this right auricle it opens into the right ventricle. Now there is a opening is present called as the auriculoventricular aperture. Called as the auriculoventricular aperture. And this aperture guarded by the walls called as the tricuspid walls. Why it is called a tricuspid wall? Because this wall having the three cups like structure, and therefore it is called as the tricuspid wall. And this wall having the some thread like structure made up by the ligament, and this ligament it is attaches to the wall of the ventricles. Wall of the ventricles. The ventricles are the thicker than the auricles, and this wall it is called as here muscles are there called as the papillary muscles. And this chordae tendineae, this ligament attaches to the wall or these muscles by the thread-like structure. This thread-like structure called as the chordae tendineae. Tendinium is the ligament. Cords means just like the thread-like structure. Therefore, it is called as the chordae tendineae. So this is the right side of the heart. Now on the left side, again this auricle, left auricle, it opens into the left ventricle. Again, there is a aperture is present. That aperture it is called as the left auricular ventricular aperture. Left auriculoventricular aperture. This aperture also guarded by the walls, and this wall it is called as the bicuspid wall. Bicuspid wall because this wall having the two cusp-like structure. Therefore, this wall it is called as the bicuspid wall. And this is also called as the mitral wall. Mitral wall. Now again same thing is present here. This wall it is attaches to the muscles of the ventricles, papillary muscles, through the ligament. This ligament again called as the chordae tendineae. So this is about the left ventricle and the left auricle. Now here again, in the left auricle and the ventricle. Now you know that this right side it receives the blood from the vena cava. So this is the complete impure blood present in the right side of the heart. Why? Now suppose this is the impure blood collected by the auricles, and this auricle it opens into the right ventricle by opening the tricuspid wall, and then after that this blood from the ventricle it passes to the lungs for the purification of the blood. So from the right ventricle arises the large aorta or the vessel. This vessel or the aorta called as the pulmonary vessel or the pulmonary aorta. So this is the pulmonary aorta. It arises from the right ventricle. So this is the opening of the vessel or the aorta. This opening also guarded by the wall. This wall it is called as the semilunar wall. Semilunar wall. This vessel or the aorta divide here into the two branches, right branch and the left branch. Now this right branch it is called as here right pulmonary artery. Right pulmonary artery. Why? This branch it is called as the left pulmonary artery. Both the artery goes into the right and the left lungs. This is the right lung and this one is the left lungs for the purification of the blood. After the purification into the lungs, after the purification of the blood into the lungs, from the lungs arises the vessel called as pulmonary veins. Two veins arises from the right lung and two veins arises from the left lung. So there are the four pulmonary veins. You remember this. This is the veins and these are the artery. Right pulmonary artery and the left pulmonary artery. Artery always carry the pure blood. But here we are given the name here that left pulmonary artery. This left pulmonary artery, it carry the pure blood, not pure blood, left pulmonary veins, it carries the pure blood from the left and the right lungs and opens, 4 veins opens into the left atrium. Now, after receiving the left atrium, the blood it is passes from the left atrium to the left ventricle by opening the bicuspid valve again. Forcefully the blood passes from the left atrium to the ventricle here. Now from the ventricle, left ventricle, blood it pump out from the heart again by a large vessel or the aorta arises from the left ventricle and it goes upward. And it gives the many branches here. This large vessel or the aorta called as the systemic aorta. It gives many branches. These branches supply the pure blood to the neck region. Through the neck region it passes towards the brain. So this artery it is called as the carotid artery. Now this aorta it goes and turns towards the left side only. So this is the left systemic aorta. It goes downward at the middle called as dorsal median aorta. This aorta it gives the many branches called as the artery to each and every part of the body. It supplies the pure blood. To the, suppose this is the stomach, it supplies the pure blood to the stomach. Suppose this one is the kidney, it supplies the pure blood to the kidney by the artery, renal artery, gastric artery, etc. etc. All these artery arises from the dorsal aorta and the systemic aorta. Subclavian artery arises from the systemic aorta and it supplies the blood to the thoracic region, as well as the coronary artery also arises from the systemic aorta, and that coronary artery it supplies the blood to the whole heart wall. So likewise all arteries arises from the systemic aorta, but here you see here we have label here right pulmonary artery and the left pulmonary artery. Though these are the artery, they carry the impure blood. So this is the exception here. Pulmonary circulation it is exception here. It starts from the right ventricle and it ends into the left atrium. It starts from the right ventricle, means here, from this here, the aorta arises here. This pulmonary aorta, it carries the impure blood, but the branches of the aorta called as the artery here. And those arteries carry the pure blood, these vessels or the branches called as the pulmonary veins. Though these are the veins, these veins carry the pure blood. So this is the exception, you should remember these two things here. So this is complete about the structure of the heart here.